What's up, everybody? This is Scott from metal.com, and this is a response video responding to the Metal Theologian, Aaron. And Aaron's basically, I don't know, challenged us or just gave us the idea to do a random record pull. 5 records from your shelf, just pull them willy-nilly. He was doing numbered shelves and pulling out of a hat. I'm not going to be quite that well thought out. I'm just actually going to reach behind me and start grabbing some records from the shelf directly behind me. And if it's something that I think is worth playing, I'll go drop a needle on it. Unfortunately, I don't have a cameraman like he does, so I'll have to disappear from the camera and come back again. So let's just get right to it. 5 records, and where are we gonna start? Right here. Just go right up from the end. All right. Kind of an oddie. Tempest, Eye of the Storm. This is a late 80s glammy heavy metal band on Pure Metal Records. So, yeah, the Pure Metal label. Yeah, it's not bad. Jamie Rowe was the singer in this band. Jamie's right, the tall redhead right in the middle here. And Jamie went on to sing for and become quite popular with Guardian, and then he was also in a band called Adrian Gale, who is still kicking it today and still putting out music. This is not bad. It's kind of like, you know, it's metal. It's kind of like Motley Crue, maybe a little like Kicks, or you know, that kind of stuff. Definitely a Christian band, obviously on the Pure Metal label. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's not the best thing in the world. I do like this album. I like it better than their first album, which they also have. Should be right next to it. Yeah, here's their first album. That's the first album. But yeah, it's not bad. It's good stuff. I mean, it's good for listening every once in a while. I only have it on vinyl, don't have it on CD. So yeah, Tempest, Eye of the Storm. Number 1. Number 2, where are we gonna go? Let's go to the top shelf, and we'll just pull one from the center here. I don't have my glasses on, so even if I was looking, I couldn't tell what it was. Ha! Awesome. Engraved. Victor Griffin's Engraved. Poke myself in the eye right there. Victor Griffin's Engraved. Victor Griffin is the guitar player. Was most known for the guitar player for Pentagram for a long, long time. And of course, he was also in his own doom band, Place of Skulls, that Wino sang in for a while. But mostly, he does his own vocals. And this is a little different than either Pentagram or Engraved. This is more of a 70s hard rock. It's a little doomy, but mostly just straight up heavy 70s hard rock. And yeah, this was released just a couple years ago on I can't remember the label. I'm just put my glasses on real quick and I'll tell you what it was. I think it's Veritas vinyl. Yep, Veritas vinyl. And it's a gatefold. It's a great record. Matter of fact, Aaron, if you watch this video, check this band out. You probably would dig them. So yeah, here's it's gatefold. And I think mine's on black vinyl, but I believe it also came on green vinyl. Oh, no, mine's on green vinyl. So, yeah, Veritas vinyl. Can't remember if they're numbered or not, but yeah, it's just heavy 70s hard rock, heavy metal, a little doomy. This might be actually worth going over and popping it onto this. Here's the insert too, lyrics, photos. You know what? I think I will. I think I'm gonna go pop this one on the turntable so you can kind of get a sense of the sound on it. So, excuse me a second while I go take care of this. So yeah, Victor Griffin's Engraved. So that's what's gonna be playing in the background in just a second here. And it's time for while that's playing, we'll go ahead and, if it ever plays, there you go. Kind of low. I'm gonna turn up a little bit. So yeah, you can hear it, kind of doomy, kind of heavy. Came with a digital download too, which fell out when I opened up the gatefold. Yeah, good stuff. I really like this album. Better pull than the first one. So number 2, Victor Griffin's Engraved. Let's see. Let's go for. It's gonna go right behind me. I can't even see what's behind me, so I have no idea what's going on. Oh, well, we just had a discussion about this the other day. Rush 2112. Canadian power trio, progressive rock, back in the 70s, known as a heavy metal band. You know, people would argue that they're not heavy metal today. Okay, whatever. This is probably one of their more popular albums from the 70s. Personally, I think the album before, Crest of Steel, was a little better. A little better, heavier, a little rawer. This one here is a little more refined, a little more progressive. Of course, you know, the 2112 is all side one. Passage to Bangkok is a huge song. Twilight Zone, Lessons, Tears. It's a good album. I mean, it's Rush. I like all Rush, especially 70s Rush. But kind of wish I would have pulled the album right before it, though, because it was funny. We were just discussing this band the other day. Aaron and myself and LJ and Greeno and a couple other guys off with YouTube, and I was just suggesting Crest of Steel, so it would have been a cool one to do a needle drop on. But whatever. This is a gatefold too. I do keep most of my records in Blake sleeves. Just happen to be out of them right now and need to get some more. So yeah, and then it's just on a standard Mercury label. This is actually a second pressing, or I don't know, the original Mercury label had a different label than this. I really don't care which pressing I had, I just want a good clean copy, which this is, which I got for a really good price. I think I bought it in Phoenix several years ago. I've done a lot of record shopping in Phoenix, though I don't live in Phoenix. There's just some great shops in Phoenix. Alright, so yeah, number 3, Rush 2112. Number 4. Let's see, let's go a little lower. I can't really see. I can't really reach. Alright. I can't remember if I ever showed this on the video or not, but if I haven't, one of my all-time favorite albums, Tourniquet. Stop the Bleeding. Awesome record. Power metal, American power metal, thrash, somewhere in between there. Like King Diamond meets Metal Church with a little bit of Testament thrown in or something like that. Vocals has this kind of mix of straight mid-tone vocals and then these high-pitched falsetto vocals like King Diamond. This is just I love this record. This is a repressing. The original cover is actually a little different than this one. It doesn't have all the. It's actually the same logo, but have all this blood dripping in the background. This is actually a repressing too, and I believe I have the red vinyl. It also came on a splatter vinyl. Yeah, red vinyl, custom label. Highly recommend this band. I love this band. I mean, I can't say I love every record they put out because their style has changed over the years. They've gone the gamut from progressive to doom to everything. But this particular record, I highly recommend it. One of my favorites. Tourniquet, Stop the Bleeding. I can't remember the record company this came out on. Vinyl Remains. Came out on Vinyl Remains, and this is, I believe the repressing was 2010 to 2011. Yeah, 2011. Alright, so number 4, Tourniquet. So far, pretty good pulls. So one more to go. Let's see, where are we going to go? Let's just go right here. I can't see. This is just a white side. Oh, okay. Hughes Thrall. I picked this one up in Albuquerque at a record store for a few bucks. I'm a big fan of what's his name? Pat Thrall from, gosh, what was the band he was in before this? Dadgummit, I can't remember for the life of me. Pat Travers, yeah, that was it, Pat Travers band. And then of course Glenn Hughes is just, you know, the vocalist from, originally he sang for Deep Purple, that's what most people know him from, not originally, but that was where he was most famous from, but he sang in a ton of bands. Sang with Tomi Iommi under the name Black Sabbath, even though it was really a solo album. Gosh, he sang in so many bands, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, this is a really good heavy rock album. Wouldn't call it metal at all. It's very melodic. Can't remember when this one came out. I'm pretty sure it came out in the early 80s. See if there's a year on here somewhere. Yeah, 82. So I was right, early 80s. Glenn Hughes, Pat Thrall. I believe it was just self-titled. Yeah, Hughes Thrall. There's the man himself. Glenn's just a fantastic singer, but he's also a great bass player too. So there you go, number 5, Hughes Thrall. So yeah, 5 random records. There you go, Aaron. I'll have to do another one of these in the near future. Didn't get a whole lot of metal, got a few metal albums, mostly hard rock, including the one you hear playing in the background. I hope you dig this because this is a great record. I think it's still available too, and I think you dig it. So anyhow, that's it. God bless and stay strong.